What's up, gang? Every time I want non-conflict access, I always want to fall in love again. So now I'm so confused. But I figured something out interesting enough that I think is worth it presenting to you guys. I don't know what to give this name, but this is what I call complexified or jargonistic structure. Now, what complexified and jargonic structure is, sorry, I think I just said nigga on accident, is that there is a structure of understanding that is implied that you need to have. And it's this generalized, let's add generalized to it. This idea that there's too much going on for there to be an obvious connection, even though there is still a connection, right? And so there's too many people that exist, they're all doing something, nobody cares, no one knows who you are, all that stuff, right? All these arguments that turn into this structure of existence that doesn't make sense, right? And so two things happen, right? You got all these implied ideas that create this amalgamated, unstructured thing that you respect but cannot say what it is because there's still consequences for it even though you don't understand it. And so on this structure, you have the idea of a person, right? Who exists behind the structure that you're viewing. Let's say these are your eyes, right? Your eyes see this, and the person exists behind the structure. Now, according to what you understand, they can only move according to the structure's integrity, the structure that allows movement. How do I say this? The legs that it can travel on, meaning according to how you see it, if it's here, it can only get here by doing this. Oops, hold on. Following the structure that's there to get there. However, because you've been taught this, because you think this is there, even though you can't describe it, what's really going on is that this person could be moving in a straight line behind the structure that you think existence is. And so whereas when you try to figure out what somebody's doing, it's this complex, intricate thing that follows the structure that you know and don't know at the same time. Whereas to them, they just moved in a straight line. Very interesting. So here we have the idea of them moving in a straight line, but according to how the structure explains, you know that one of the best examples of these structures would be nobody knows what you're doing, nobody even cares. You go outside, do what you want because no one's even thinking about you, no one's even paying attention, all that stuff. That kind of structure adds to this amalgamation, right? But it also gives to this idea, right? Every time you are looking at life with this structure and you try to explain what somebody's doing, you put it into this jargonistic, complex understanding that creates a structure for their character that, while they'll keep up to it and respond to it because it's what you think they are, isn't actually happening on their side. Once again, to them, they're just moving in as straight a line as they possibly can. So here's another thing that's happening. With the idea that there's too much going on, a person can disguise themselves easily as different people. One, by being over here, and then with some context added, being over here. The way this looks, they move in a straight line, but because complexified structure says that no person would actually do that or have time to do that, given to what I see, this person, while moving in a straight line, is disguised to be doing something more complex because of the complex jargonistic structure that's there. Meaning a person can actually disguise themselves easily, stalk you, prey on you, by blending into the idea that there's too much going on. And so the same person can be watching you from different angles and you don't even register them as the same person because you see them through the structure of complex jargonistic generalization. This is just a starter. It's going to solve a lot of my problems. Thank you guys so much.